In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to create a task in Snowflake. This process will enable you to automate the execution of SQL statements either on a schedule or when specific conditions are met, which can be incredibly useful for managing recurrent database operations or data pipeline jobs. To start, we'll be using the Create Task statement. This is the core mechanism to set up your task. When you're defining a task, the first thing you need to decide is what you're going to call it, as this will vary depending on your specific use case. You replace "basier" with the name you choose. It's always a good idea to pick a name that's descriptive and reflective of the task's function to avoid any confusion later on. Next, you might want to specify which warehouse the task will run on. By using warehouse e-uxild, you determine the computational resources that the task will utilize. Make sure to select a warehouse that suits the task's needs. This could hinge on factors like expected workload and the importance of the task's timely completion. Then, consider how often you want the task to execute. The schedule exe portion allows you to set this up using a cron expression. For example, you might set it to run daily, hourly, or even on specific dates and times. Adequate scheduling is necessary to strike the right balance between performance and cost-effectiveness. The comment exam part of the script is completely optional, but I highly recommend using it to record the purpose or any peculiarities related to the task. It's a helpful note for anyone else who might work on this task in the future. Another handy attribute is the user task timeout ms execute, which allows you to set a timeout for the task. This specifies the maximum time the task is allowed to run before it's automatically stopped. This can help prevent runaway tasks consuming resources unnecessarily. Next up, we have allow overlapping execution, always true, false. If your task doesn't depend on its previous run's completion, you might opt for true, which allows a new instance of the task to run, even if the previous one hasn't finished. Otherwise, setting it to false ensures that tasks don't overlap, which may be important if each run relies on the previous one's results. And don't forget the bomohi, which enables you to tweak session-level parameters for your task's execution environment. For example, you might adjust memory settings or data processing preferences. It's entirely up to your specific requirements. Finally, at the heart of this entire setup is this is where you specify the actual SQL command or commands you wish the task to run. Make sure that this SQL component performs exactly what's necessary to achieve your intended results, whether that's updating records, aggregating data, or something entirely different. And there you have it, the fundamental components required to create a task in Snowflake. By understanding each part of the statement, you ensure that your task is efficient, effective, and tailored to meet the needs of your workflow.